What's up, wonderful people that watch our YouTube videos? Thank you so much for clicking here on this one. I'm your host, K-Dot, and welcome to another episode of 15&Out. Did that sound nice? Like I was being very I'm getting my NPR on, you know, trying to get my NPR vibe.
Hey, he's not. It's like, who are you?
I'm diversifying, man. I got to make sure.
Please don't ever do that again. I thought someone just took over my phone. I looked over.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Hey man, I used to train people in the call center. I know how to turn that on. Yeah, what's the guy that was Lakeith Stanfield movie with the white guy voice? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Brother You.
Yeah, there we go. So
I still haven't seen it.
Do what I need to do. All right.
Weird. It's a weird movie, man.
It's weird.
I just want to watch that scene. That one scene. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, you don't make the commitment.
I want to see what led up to that.
I actively do not want James to watch this movie because he likes the Black Knight and Wild Wild West.
It's okay for the first first 45 minutes to an hour. Then there's a turn where it's like it gets real weird, like the last 30 or 40 minutes where you're like, okay, like it was cool. It was just like a regular movie at first, and then.
So this is what happens when I'm going on rants at the beginning of the podcast. Just derails the entire thing, especially when we're trying to keep it short. I know now, James, I am so sorry that I made you put up with that for so goddamn long. Came, I would love to talk about movies, you know, but we're going to get to brass tacks right now, which is the big debate that everybody's talking about, which is the 1996 Chicago Bulls versus the 2017 Golden State Warriors. Now, this all started, it didn't start. Everybody's been talking this shit for years now, right? But the flame got reignited after GQ did their little interview thing with Steph Curry. You know, they're always doing that, like 10 things you can't live without, or here's your ask these questions in the Google thing. Everybody's got one of these fucking things. You never really know. You can unmute yourself now, Kim. I'm just going to do that, and then whatever, man. What if you want to? You got some?
Yeah, you're taking too long.
Fuck you. All right. Now, so we're going to get into it. In a 7-game series,
okay,
these two teams matched up.
All right. So
who you got?
Before you start, I have a question for you guys. So what rules are we playing?
That was going
the rules from...
Don't matter.
Ooh, doesn't matter. So here's how we're going to do this. Here's where we're going to do this.
I don't think it does.
I think I'm one of the people that do think that it's one of those things you should establish before you get into it. Are we doing today's rules or back then rules? But it looks like we're going to keep it interesting. Make your choice. And if you think the rules or anything apply, make your case there too. If you think the answer would be different, one or the other, make that case for yourself as well. James, we're actually going to start with you. Let me get this timer going. So right now, as it was rattling around in your head, think about regardless of the rules, hand checking, zone deep, whatever it is you want it to be, who do you have? Timer is starting now.
The Warriors. I got the
Please elaborate.
Like, nobody can stop KD. And then who's going to stop Steph? And then you also got Clay. And then you got Draymond. You got Iguodala.
Point.
Huh?
He's not going to score any points, but I'm listening.
Who's not going to score any points?
Draymond.
Oh, but he'll be the Dennis Rodman of the team. Get a bunch of shots on the rebounds.
James, state your case, brother. State your case. Don't let these motherfuckers get you off this is your turn.
No. Hey, chill out. you going off the rail now. All right. So I'm looking at the roster for the Bulls. They got Randy Brown, Judd Bueller. I don't know how to say his name.
Bueller.
Jason.
Pretty good 3-point shooter.
James Edwards, Jack Haley, Ron Harper, MJ,
defensive,
Steve Kerr, Kukoc, Luke Longley, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, John Sally, Dickie Simpkins, and Bill Winnington.
That is the lineup.
Is that so?
Okay. I just want.
I'm not disrespecting the Bulls though, because I
don't think that's fair.
They are.
I don't think that's fair because I think like 20 years from now, somebody will be like, you know, who the fuck was Quinn Cook on the Warriors? Like, who the fuck is Quinn Cook?
Well, why you say Quinn though? Because Quinn from around here. Why you gotta say that? Like, pick somebody else.
I think people
pick somebody else.
Did you just say who the fuck was Bill Winnington? Is that the one that you landed on?
I know Bill.
No. I was just naming the.
I'm just saying. Did you watch The Last Dance, James?
Yeah,
but James, finish. What else you got, James?
I just think the Warriors are going to win.
Like,
So James
can't stop them. They can't stop them.
Okay, so James's argument, the Warriors, because he can name the players on the team and who won't stop him. And who the fuck is Bill Wennington? To James. James' words, not mine. Who the fuck is Bill Wennington? Who the fuck is that? Is that an accountant? Where's Bill Wennington?
What do y'all say?
Ron, you look like you wanted to hop in. King got interrupted, so we're going to Ron first.
No, go to King. Go to King. I got to go to King.
Well, then fuck me. Go ahead, King.
Okay, I really think this is a stupid but fun question to ask. And I think it really would come down to the Bulls defense versus the Warriors shooting ability. Yeah. And see, the problem with that is you got Steph, you got Clay, and you got KD. So here's how I think you got to play it out. Who's going to defend who? All right, so you probably put Scotty.
Hold on, fam. Who you picking? Who you picking?
Oh, I'm picking the Warriors. I'm just explaining my position. Okay. I'm picking the Warriors. But I think it will come down like, all right, so you're going to put Scotty on KD. Who you going to put Jordan on? You want Jordan running around chasing Steph or Clay? I don't know if you really want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you really want that. So, like, it just kind of depends on how you're going to defend them. It's just it's a thing where, like, the era actually makes a difference because the Bulls don't shoot enough threes to keep up with the Warriors. It's a problem. Like, if the Warriors just hit, like, 10 threes, the Bulls are only going to shoot, like, 2. And it's like, oh, okay, well, now are they going to beat them at the line? Do you think? Can they beat them with size? No, because they don't have post players like that to kill Draymond. So Draymond's not going to get beat down low by Bill fucking Wennington or whatever the fuck his name is, or Dennis Rodman. He's not going to.
You ain't just give me shit, and then you just said that shit. What the fuck?
I'm just bad with names. That's it. That's all. Relax.
All right.
All right, Ron. This is feeling very Gen Z. Are you going to bring it back? What's happening? Who you got?
Oh, I got the Warriors too.
Oh. Well, I was right.
but hold on. So let's go back off the lineup that they said. So the lineup that they had was Ron Harper.
Yep, Jordan.
Michael Jordan, Scotty, Tony Kukoc, and it wasn't a Bill Wellington, was it? It was Bill Wellington or Luke Longley?
Let's go.
Luke Longley. It was Luke Longley.
Yeah, but Rodman will play.
Yeah, Rodman got it.
So I'm gonna add a little flavor to this because I've told people to peep this and everything. Because this is a constant barbershop talk, and if you talk to old heads, you just can't get no word in. That's how sometimes I talk to Kadeem. So when
kid muted you again.
So no, here's a real thing. People are when they see something, they're already in love with it, but you gotta really dissect it. So I'm gonna piggyback off the King, but I'm gonna add a little bit more. Right. So when we talk about defense, right, you also have to think about this. We're measuring based off the people that you're currently playing. So let's think about this. How many teams back there had 2 guys that's going to move off ball and they're marching after 3? But in most cases back then, it was 1 guy. These guys got 2. They got 2. The next thing is this. The Warriors are going to put you in a position where you got to score. You gotta score. So the everyone already knows this. Jordan gonna get his. Whether it's the 90s, whether it's the 80s, Jordan's gonna get his. But people like Scotty, the one who wants to only average 17 points in the finals, brother, you're gonna need to get a little bit more than 17. And the easy thing for me to do is I'm putting Andre Iguodala on you. Luke Longley could guard Jordan. Not Luke Longley. What's the dude named Looney? Looney can guard Jordan. Have him. Because he's going to do him. Everyone else, you're nada.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. No, look. We're not going to give them an automatic 2 points every time they come down the floor.
We're not giving him 60. We're not giving him 60.
No, 60. No, he's going to get 82.
No, he's going to have to. Listen.
Look, he like Kobe scored 81. I'm getting 82, especially on this Looney kid.
But James, hold on. Think about this, though, right? Even back in this era, I asked this question and people stuck. Right now, at that time on the Warriors, you had 3 dudes who was averaging over 20 points with Clay, Steph, and KD. So if we're playing in the 90s, who out of that team, who out of the 3 is not going to score over 20 points?
Whoever Jordan's checking.
That's bullshit. Hold on.
That's bullshit.
Calm down.
In my Mark Jackson voice, with all due respect, listen, we're not finna do that to Steph, Clay, or KD.
It's a joke.
He is not sure either one of them.
You know what? Hey, wait. If Jordan is guarding Clay.
Yes. Okay. Quick question for you, James. And is Clay better than Reggie Miller?
In what?
Is Clay better than Reggie Miller?
Yes.
You know the answer is yes, right?
I mean, if you include defense, yeah, but
that's all I
shooting, no.
You said no?
Yeah, I said no.
We lying now? We lying now?
All right, so Reggie Miller is not a better shooter than Klay Thompson? Okay.
We're talking about the same
not
dude.
Better player.
Well, no, I'm not saying he's a better player. But I mean, if you include defense, I would say Clay's better.
I like that.
Yeah. So all around player, yeah.
James, look at bigger bro. We're talking about a dude who only put the ball.
You a year older than me, ho.
Listen, because see, that's your problem. You as a little brother, you keep on not listening.
Fuck you. Let's go run some routes.
We're talking about a guy who only put the ball down 4 dribbles and dropped 43 points.
Yeah, he's nuts. All right, fine. I relent. Cool. All right, move on. What's next?
You don't think Reggie with the same amount of volume can hit?
It's the same amount of volume. I don't think he hit at the clip that Clay does.
Really?
I don't think so. I think he's close. I don't think he would though.
I also think that having Steph on the team helps too.
That's just me. Sure. I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that only just because of this. If Reggie had the luxury of playing with someone like Steph Curry, I think he could. But if Reggie's out on his lonesome, that's different.
Well, I think this is
what is it like? The fuck? Like,
well, I think this goes fundamentally to what it is. I thought when we were entering this, as far as the rule changes and things that have changed in basketball over time, right? And one of those things that has changed is the amount of shots that people are taking from three. It's probably the biggest difference that's happening right now. One would say, like, same way if we decided we were going to take that 96 Bulls team and transport them to today, everybody at that age, whatever, and then they're playing right now, you'd think that possibly the team itself would not even be constructed in the way that it is, right? So when we're looking at a Reggie Miller, all things being equal, if we're just looking at the player, not the people around him, just the player. Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, I'm going to add that name into, at the same level of volume that you're seeing these guys shoot at now, with the space that occurs in basketball now compared to back then. You really think that these two guys, I'm just speaking about these two, not everybody else, that these two couldn't hang with Klay Thompson?
No, I'm not saying that. Could hang? Yes. I think he would be like right there, but not as good as Klay. That's my thing. Jesus, he'd be better. That's my guy. Jesus Shuttlesworth, he'd be better.
So Ray's better, not Reggie.
No, yeah, Jesus is better, not Reggie.
Ron, it seems like you don't agree. I'm just saying, if we're gotta be equal, if we have to say, if you're gonna take certain elements of the old eras and certain elements of new eras, we have to look at the way it would look different, right?
I think we're forgetting some of these people's come ups. Like Ray was who was else with Ray when he was Jesus at the Bucks?
Who was with Ray?
Who was with Ray? So your volume is going to your volume is going to go up when you're like that guy and everything, right? So versus someone like, now we're talking about someone Reggie Miller, he was sharing the floor with Jalen Rose, he was sharing the floor with Mark Jackson and stuff. So his attempts and everything are kind of backed up and everything as far as what could be shooting at. I'm saying, I'm not dismissing, but I'm also being observant, right? Because it does fall down to being on certain teams and getting certain opportunities. Because like I say this now for a lot of guys, like there's certain markets where the lights are brighter, and then there's other places where you got the green light. Like if you're at Orlando, you got the green light. No one gives a fuck about Orlando. You got the green light. You mean? But if you are at the Lakers or who else can I name? The Nets, the lights are bright. You mean they're looking at you. And some of those just can't live up to the shit. Like look at Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram wasn't even balling at the Lakers. Look at his ass now. He got the green light. Who the hell telling Brandon Ingram to do anything? And Brandon Ingram like, look, I'm gonna take your bitch and I'm gonna get a bucket. Zach LaVine.
Don't do Brandon Ingram. He good.
No, he good, but the lights were too bright for them at certain places, certain markets. The lights are just too bright. They gotta go to places and grow their wings and come back and holler at me. Look at Julius Randle. Julius Randle was at the Lakers.
No,
what was he doing?
Julius Randle took a while to develop. I give you that one. I give you Randle. But Ingram, he's just a hood nigga.
who like need a little bit more like, hey, but if you look at his stats, that last year with Bron, he started to put up the same numbers they put up in New Orleans.
And it was a little bit too late. Bron said,
It was. But I'm just saying, I agree. It was too late.
All right, so this wasn't really even a debate, it felt like, because everybody, like, we still got 3 minutes left on the 15-out clock. You usually pressing up right against it. I mean, I'm just trying to see what kind of scenarios I could throw out there. Like, I just, what's that?
I would like to add this, though.
Okay.
I think going back to Keem, Keem didn't kind of finish it. It does really play to matchups. I say, and it plays on certain quarters, the first and the third. I think the Warriors is one of the greatest teams when it comes to the third quarter. Like you better be on your A game when that third quarter is coming. Now, if you're coming in tight into the fourth, you still got a way to beat them. I think the first quarter, the Bulls need to really establish their defense. They need to establish their presence, their muscle, all that on them. And I do think it falls in certain lineups. Like I would put Dennis Rodman on KD. Dennis Rodman, your job is he can never get down to
100%.
Okay.
Right?
Who you put down where?
I like that. But you put Scotty on.
I'm putting on Scotty on Curry because I need length. I need length for Curry, and he's going to muscle Curry up.
Okay.
Jordan's going to muscle Clay. So I think defensively, they're going to provide a lot of problems to the Warriors. The problem is the offensive now, because I don't have guys like Scotty, Ryan Hopper, Tony Kukoc, picking up the other load, because going back into the finals, right? Because I had a little side argument, right? And we could do another 15-out about this.
We got a minute left.
Okay, I'm going to make this quick. I had a little side argument about who's better. Who would you pick between Chris Paul and Gary Payton? I picked Chris Paul for today's era, right? Because the thing is about today's era, yes, I'm not neglecting defense. You need defense. But at the same time, you need some offense. Because look at the Bucks. They were screaming for Middleton to get his ass together and get some points. Did Drew Holiday buckle down and do some defense? Yes, but as far as that next runner-up, it was Middleton. It wasn't Drew Holiday. So Scotty gonna need to come alive.
Ron, going back to the other point, you talk about these Bulls are gonna muscle up all the Warriors. Like, what rules are we playing? You can't muscle up in today's game.
Oh no, I'm talking about in the past. Because in the past,
they're gonna get tired.
That's why I said it's important. Like when you like, it don't matter. It does matter.
I mean,
I'm going to run Jordan and Pippen all day off them screens. Clay and Steph is gonna be like, hey, okay, you want to?
Yeah, they all gonna have flu games
every day.
Yeah, they all gonna have flu games.
Not Rodman.
Rodman.
He fucking Karma Electra, and he gonna come back and do his thing.
No, we gonna send his ass to Vegas for the game.
And he gonna come back and do his thing.
You're right. You know what? That shit don't even matter. That dude is crazy.
All right. And that's been the 15. I am a little disappointed that Rodman's name just didn't get brought up more. I mean, I just love the guy, and just the idea of Draymond and Rodman down there fighting in the paint is enough that it moved. All right. This has been another episode, 15-and-Out.
Bruh.
This your host, K-Dot. Ron, Keem, James, pleasure having you. Thanks for watching. And I guess it was a unanimous decision. The 2017 Golden State Warriors would mop the fucking floor with Chicago Bulls, apparently. And who the fuck is Bill Wennington? James's words. All right. Peace, guys.